Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Naomi Rumoured to have been insulted and blamed for advising Ooni of Ife to stand firm after Igbi's emotional outburst in the royal mansion, as he vehemently rejected, Igbi's appeal to return back to the palace. That is what has been going on. They said, quietly things are turning around in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, because Ooni of Ife is making some very tough stands and he is standing by them. One of those stands right now happens to be the decision to get Igbi to stay in Lagos rather than the palace of the Ooni of Ife, even though we heard that there is a likelihood that one more Olori will leave. And they said that explains the reason why it's been very, very difficult for Kabiyesi to divorce these women that they divorced right now. This very set of women that Ooni of Ife married, that it will be very, very difficult for Kabiyesi to divorce any of them. Rather, he can remove them and keep them in different places, but not together with him in the palace. So the worst that Kabiyesi can do will actually be to separate the women. That is the final findings that has been made. And that was why the Odua traditional court, made a recommendation that she stays outside the palace, and Kabiyesi decided that it will not even be in Ile-Ife, that she should stay in Lagos. You know how things change. Before now, Igbi had wanted to stay in the palace, palace. If it's not palace, I will not stay. Even when they decided that she should stay around Ile-Ife there, and she said no, she was going to stay in the palace. To a point where that first place got burnt, and they went to the Olori's quarters. They now brought them back right into the palace. And right now, as we are hearing, they say Igbi is even begging to stay right there in Ile-Ife, and the monarch is saying no, Igbi is going to stay married in Lagos. So as we heard that she was able to, force her way somehow into the royal mansion to plead with the Ooni of Ife, to allow her return back to the palace. Normally, they know the mind of the Ooni of Ife. They know how the monarch is. They know that the monarch is a very, very nice man. They know that he doesn't like to see them cry. They know that he will forgive in a heartbeat and all of that. And over the years, this has been what they have used. Sometimes people use your goodness to kind of, climb on top of your head. And this has been the area that they have used against the monarch the entire time. As we are hearing what is going on, they said she was able to go in there and beg, and the monarch refused. And they said, according to what she described, she said the reason why the Ooni of Ife refused was because the entire time, from the very beginning when she has been with the Ooni of Ife, that if something happens, she wants to talk to the Ooni of Ife, that Naomi would either excuse, or Ooni doesn't even allow them jam each other, because they know that Igbi and Naomi, they know it's a no-go area for each other. But the way Naomi stood, they said she did not see it. Right there in the royal mansion, if the information is true, they said that Igbi was kneeling down and begging Kabiyesi. Yes, Kabiyesi was sitting down. Igbi was kneeling down, and Naomi was standing. Now, you do know that Olori Naomi, that's her house. So normally you expect her to sit down. But she did not sit down. They said she was just standing there. She folded her two hands, and she was watching how, the drama was playing out. Now, what that means, okay, for an intelligent person, that she already knows that this is trouble. She already knows that this is what I do not want. I am not going to go through with this drama again. And she stood there because she wanted to see the reaction of her husband. You who is begging me, you who is saying that I am going to be comfortable, you who is saying that I'm going to be fine, I should choose wherever I want to be. You're going to protect me. You even gave a word to Yanifa that I will be protected, even if it means using my blood, I will be protected. So apparently at that time, Naomi wanted to see what was going to play out. Naomi already knows the disposition of Kabiyesi, knows that Kabiyesi is a very loving and caring person who will not want to see you go down and start crying and begging. He will just say, okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Naomi stood there and watched what played out. And at the end of the day, they said, Kabiyesi vehemently told Igbi that it is over, that the decision cannot be overturned, that it's not just about Igbi, it's about a decision that has been, written, and none of them can rewrite it, okay? Because these people have been playing with the people in the Odua traditional court the entire time. And right now, the Odua traditional courts, the people who already sat and said, look, you cannot send these women away. And the same people are saying, okay, you have a right to separate them if that is going to bring peace. And right now, I have decided to, take that and deal with it and use it to my advantage. You're not going to take that away from me. And so Naomi stood there and watched as everything played out. So as we are hearing what is going on right now, they said Igbi has come out now and she has started making a whole lot of fuss that Naomi was instrumental to the reason why Kabiyesi vehemently denied her and said no. If Naomi had not stood there the way Naomi stood there, that there is no way Kabiyesi would have said no after everything, the drama, the melodrama that happened right there before Kabiyesi, that Naomi knew what she was doing when she stood there. Yes, so, because, of course, this is Naomi's husband. She has the right to decide, and she has a right. He's a king. You cannot make decisions for him, but then again, you will stand there and see what he does with this situation, because this is an indication that he could protect you, or he may not be able to protect you. And they said this was exactly what happened, because she stood there. And she stood there until the entire thing was done. And now the Igbi is insulting, raining insult on her enemies, because she's not raining insult on Naomi. Now she is raining insult on Naomi. That Naomi is to be blamed for the decision that Kabiyesi made not to let her in again. That Naomi has influenced Kabiyesi so badly. One of these days, breeze will blow and Fawunyash will open, and everybody will know that what she has been saying the entire time, that Naomi is actually using something, that it will come to play, because they'll get to understand that yes, so she is indeed using something. They said it be throw blame here, blame there. Olori Naomi is this, Olori Naomi is that. She's not the person she claims to be. She is not this, she is not that. They said it was everything that was going on the entire time. She has been insulting herself, thinking she's insulting Naomi. She's been very upset because at the end of the day, she wanted to plant Naomi somewhere, and Naomi is planting her where she needs to be. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that this content is based on publicly available information and creative interpretation. May not be fully factual. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys so much, Dela Wright. Thank you for being here.